Okay, so that's enough from me. I'd like to welcome our first speaker. Claire Thomas is chair of the Bath for Europe group, and she's going to talk to you about their work. So Claire Thomas.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, so I'm Claire, and good evening, everybody. And as well as being chair of Bath for Europe, I'm also the regional volunteer coordinator for the People's Vote campaign for the Bath, Bristol, Dorset, Wiltshire, Gloucestershire and Somerset area. Now, you're going to hear lots of fantastic facts this evening from Jason and the Stewarts, and they are very important to us. They underpin our arguments for staying in the EU, and they give us confidence to make those arguments. And maybe, if we lived in a slightly saner, more rational world right now, Jason and Stuart could say their bit, and everyone would go, oh yeah, of course, yeah, it's obvious, you know, and we better stay in. But no, we're not. We're faced with a heady mixture of emotion, pride and dignity, against which facts will just flounder. So this is where you need a personal touch, and this is where you come in. I'm always told at work that, by our business development manager, that the power of face-to-face communication is the thing you need, and the curious phenomenon that people are more inclined to believe something if it's said to them face-to-face. So how do we get this information out to the people out there who need to hear it in a face-to-face situation? So we would say it is through our street stalls. Now, Bath for Europe run one or two street stalls every Saturday, one in Bath and then one sort of outside of Bath in the regions in Somerset and Wiltshire. But we simply just can't do it all ourselves. And even if we could clone ourselves in some way, it wouldn't be right, because the best people to speak for Trowbridge are people who live in Trowbridge. So I'm calling for you to start Trowbridge for Europe. All you need is about half a dozen people. We will provide you with the resources, so leaflets to hand out, flags, merchandise, stickers, T-shirts, a Brexitometer if you want one. And when you're out on the street stall, you know, there are no winners or losers, there's no point scoring, it's just conversations. And there is room for everybody. It totally doesn't matter if you think you're not the right kind of person. There is no such thing. Some of our most effective street stallers are the quiet ones who just listen to other people. And just listening to someone trying to explain why they voted leave, that could actually get them thinking again and whether they might want to reconsider. And we also need you out on the streets to show that what we are campaigning for is truly a people's vote. Some people say, we've had a people's vote, meaning the referendum 2 years ago, but was it? That referendum was not called for or wanted by the people. It was in the Conservative Party manifesto for the 2015 general election, which they won on 36.9% of the votes. Okay, so a small minority of the country. The referendum was not even called for the right motives. It was not a genuine attempt to find out what the people thought about our relationship with Europe. It was to settle a rift in the Tory party. And then we had to endure 4 months of lacklustre foreboding from the Stronger In campaign, and basically 4 months of not involving the people. So that was not a people's vote. So this time round, it is going to be different, and it will be different because ordinary people like us are out there. So if you feel you would like to get involved in any way, please feel free to speak to me or any of my colleagues tonight. And at the very least, sign the People's Vote petition on your way out. Thank you.